Here close, Jayllah. Her big bass. 6 pounds over. Whoa! Grand champion. What do you think about this?
I'm excited.
I can tell. A 6-pound fish. You are the champion. Look at all these people cheering for you, Jayllah.
Some of these kids, and in cases, most of them, have never gone fishing. And so they go out, and the first time they catch their first fish, they light up. And once they get hooked on fishing, they become fishermen, anglers for the rest of their lives. And they go and become ambassadors about the environment. We just not focus just on fishing. We're out there, we're looking at the birds. Potomac River has a great population of bald eagles, so typically we see bald eagles, and we talk about the bald eagles, and we talk about the herons, and we talk about the fish. And so those kids really, really get it, and that's important because that's the next generation of conservationists in this country, and they eventually become decision makers, and who knows, maybe future presidents, future senators. So it is important that we start educating them early, and hands-on experiences are always life-changing experiences.
Well, I'm a big supporter of the outdoors, and number one, I want to see more kids outdoors. I was very, very fortunate growing up. My dad took me out. He was very busy, but he always took time. If he was going hunting, if he was going fishing, I got to go. And those were probably the best days of my life, I could say with my dad, that when we were outdoors. And I want to make sure that kids today have that same opportunity of being able to go fishing or to go hunting and to get out to the great outdoors, because you have so much more respect for life if you see it. And you know, if you just sit inside on a couch all day long watching TV, that's what you're going to get. But when you're outside, it's a completely different thing. Some of the best days I can think of is when I've been outdoors. I might have had a real stressful couple of months. I can be outdoors for one day in the fresh air and the sunshine, and it'll feel like I've been gone for 2 weeks. It's that refreshing to be able to do that.
Well, today, aside from being a gorgeous day out here at National Harbor, it's just such a great opportunity for so many young people. I think they're expecting about 300 young people from DC, Maryland, and Virginia to come out, many for their first time, actually going out on the water and enjoying fishing. It's such a great tradition, I think, that, as our communities and in particular our young populations have become more urbanized and as they've become much more connected to technology and different gadgets, too often our young people don't get outside and get a chance to enjoy things like fishing, hiking, really enjoying the outdoors. And today is a great opportunity for them to get out, try it for the first time. And we see that they'll really love it, and it'll actually be a gateway to future opportunities in the outdoors. We've benefited from a legacy of, I think, really strong commitment to preserving our natural environment and our natural world, and it's one of our strongest assets as a country. And so it's something that we need to continue for future generations and for many years to come. It's also, we see it as a great way to get families together and to get them outside and really connecting with one another. We're part of the First Lady's Let's Move Outside initiative, and we see that as, again, just a tremendous way to talk about the importance of outdoor activity, talk about the importance of healthy lifestyles, and really seeing sometimes, no cost or low cost opportunities like this is such a tremendous vehicle for both young people as well as their families.
One of the really interesting things that we found is that we get kids outdoors, get them involved, whether it be outside playing or outside fishing like we are again today. It absolutely improves their chances of graduating out of high school. It's amazing to me. So the more we do that, the better off we are. What the board does is important to this event. We're trying to look out for family health across this country. We're trying to improve fish habitat, but we think that fish habitat is critical to us. You see many people are connected to waterways. You go to some place around a lake on a nice warm day, people are attracted to the water. We know good healthy water is good for the families when it's good for the economy. So that's what we're trying to work for across the country.
Today we're just here to talk to some of the local school kids, just inform them what a fisheries biologist does, how we maintain the populations in the river, just kind of keep track of what's going on, look at the fish health, and make sure everything's going good there. Talk to them about invasive species a little bit, and just try to inform them about what their responsibility is as a citizen as it relates to the water.
And you have a very nice boat here. What you been up to today?
This is our Smith Root electrofishing boat. We took it out this morning just to shock up some fish so that we could show the kids. We used a couple different shocking techniques today, one of which was a low frequency technique that we use for catfish.
And that gives you a sense of the health of the fish.
Yeah, the more fish we can collect and examine gives us an idea of what the population looks like, what the health of that population looks like.
And then you keep them, or what do you do with them?
Generally, depending on the nature of the project, we normally examine the fish, take a length and a weight, and then release the fish.
And I understand you have an interesting specimen here in the boat today?
We do. We were out shocking a little while ago, and we came across an invasive species, the blue catfish, which is thriving in the Potomac River right now. And we got one up there so we could show the kids today.
Oh, what's that then?
What do you guys think about that fish?
We actually like it. Yeah, it's big.
You think you can catch a fish like that?
Yeah.
And one more time, what kind of fish was that? It was a catfish. What kind of catfish?
I don't know. A large catfish?
Very large.
Blue catfish.
A blue catfish.
Very good.
In order to get kids outside, get them on the water, get them fishing and boating, they need a mentor. And mentors have historically been the parents of these children. And today, with two parents working, single parents, it's difficult for parents to become mentors. So with TakeMeFishing.org, we try to provide them the tools they need just in case they want to go out but don't know how. And we have a program called Angler's Legacy. And you can go to TakeMeFishing.org to sign up to be a mentor. And currently we have 250,000 people who've taken the pledge to be an Angler's Legacy ambassador. And those people in the last year took over 1 million kids out on the water. I think a fantastic achievement. So we're looking to try to grow that program. And again, the main resource for that is TakeMeFishing.org, where you can get all the information you need to learn, plan, and equip for a day on the water.
What Living Classrooms is all about is learning by doing. We have a series of programs that we do with kids as young as 7 and 8 months old, all the way up to kids in their early 20s. And it's all about getting them hands-on in their education. Rather it's learning how to be a cook for an Aramark, or it's actually learning how to fish one day. What we try to do is use all those life experiences as an actual teachable moment. So when a kid's out on a boat and they're doing navigation, we get them to understand, you know what, that's actually trigonometry. That's math, but it's in an applied way. And that's a lot more exciting for kids than the traditional way that we find oftentimes of just, okay, I've got to read this chapter and do this quiz at the end of the summary. We say, hey, get out and show me you can do something. So that's what it's about.
And we're proud to be here at the Nations River Bass Tournament with Living Classrooms, Pepco, Walmart, and the host of sponsors, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, supporting more than 300 kids that came down today and got some hands-on experience with a rod and reel, learned some about conservation, the Potomac River, which is a great resource here in Washington, D.C., and what a great success story on clean water and how you can take a river and revive that to be one of the most outstanding bass fisheries in the country.